Which motorcycle is better, the Road Glide or the Road King? In my mind, there's no doubt it's the Road Glide or the Road King. Which is better? The topic came up at a recent family picnic, as a matter of fact, where my two older, much older sisters, if they happen to be watching, made the comment that they thought they were the favorite child. And my buddy asked me while we were sitting out in the back, having a beer and a dog, which one of your bikes are your favorite? The Road King or the Road Glide? And I'm like, oh man, I've talked about this before, but it's like we each have two kids, him and I. Do we like one more than the other? No, we love them both. But is there a favorite? So let's talk about the bikes. Because I am on my 2021 Road Glide Limited and having fun on one of my favorite roads. I may or may not be out on a beautiful weekday in the middle of the afternoon when I should be working, or not. But let's start with this bike. I am getting ready to take a trip to the Windy Nine in Ohio. I'm going to meet about 30 other like-minded folks, some motovloggers, some not. Meeting up with some good friends, riding with some other friends. And I am super excited to go down because I get a tour with this bike. And I am just excited about that because it is really, really like a road sofa. There is just no doubt about that this bike is extremely comfortable to ride long distances and to ride when you're out on the highway. But yet, it can still handle turns like that like it's nothing. It's nimble, it's fast, it's big, it's comfortable, it's got everything that I need. And every time I get on this bike, I'm like, I just love this thing. I don't even know why I ride anything else. And then I get out on the Road King, and I fire it up, and you get that deep rumbling sound. Now, I have a stage 2 on this bike, so it rumbles too, but it's just not like the King. There's no electronics on it. Usually there's no cameras on it. I keep my phone off and in the bag, and it just keeps going and going and going. It feels like true motorcycle riding. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but maybe back in the old days when you didn't have all bikes like this, had all these gadgets and safety and all this stuff that is important to most people. Back in the day when it was really just riding the bike. Is it slower? Yes. Is it as nimble? Actually it is, because it's a couple 100 pounds lighter, even though it's an older bike. Does it make you feel different than when you're riding this bike? It absolutely does. There is something about riding an older bike, and there's something about riding an old Road King that you just can't explain. I can't tell you, and you won't know unless you get on an old Road King and just take it for a rip, and you'll fully understand what I'm talking about and what I think is true motorcycle riding. Now, some of you that follow my channel may know that I have recently bought a ADV bike, and I'm not comparing that, and as much as I love it, it's adopted. It's an adopted motorcycle, and it's part of the family now, so I love it. But in my soul, I'm a Harley Davidson rider, and it's all about the Road King and the Road Glide Limited. So do I like my son more than I like my daughter? Do I like the Road King more than I like the Road Glide? I just can't tell. if I had to pick one or the other, there's somebody at my house that says we're going to take one of them. Which one is it going to be? As painful as this is to say, I'd give him the key fob to this bike. Because that Road King Classic is something that will never be out of my garage, or something that I will never not ride. And if you want to see more videos and check out the Road King a little bit more, check out these 2 videos right there. Be safe, folks. Check on a friend. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.